Yo, what's up? It's Erick, the Green Eye Bandit.
Yo, this is Parrish Smith, the Mike Doc of EPMD.
Like to say peace to who?
Yeah, you got it.
The message.
I represent the hardcore, rough, rugged, and raw. The EPMD, the Mike's my only friend. Vienna, I represent the hardcore, rough, rugged, and raw. The EPMD, the Mike's my only friend.
You know, sometimes things can move fast, very fast. But then once you actually slow down and you start listening to the albums and the lyrics, you start appreciating them, you know, start going back into the time, thinking of what you was actually doing when you actually wrote those records. We go through this all the time, and Eric always gets mad because, like, when I be listening to the albums, you listen to the rhymes. It's like, wow, you know, you see what actually makes us us. So I could go through every song as Strictly Business, Unfinished Business, Business as Usual. And it's not just the big singles you hear. It's most of the ones like Strictly Snapping Nags, you know, the other songs that didn't have videos.
Just had this combo.
So I listen to them all the time. And when you listen to it over and over and over and over, then before you know it, it's like, yo.
I don't listen to the stuff as much, but I understand what he's saying, though. Because we just had this convo about the other day about how EPMD, even though we have colleagues that came out with us, but nobody really had 4 back-to-back banging albums like we did. And my boy was just saying too, not only our singles, our offcuts was as big as our singles.
Right.
So you can go and this is really big. You can go on to certain groups that came out with us, and in our era, might have sold more records or might have had perceived to be bigger, but they didn't have consecutive dope albums. They either had 1, 2, or 2 and a possible. We had 4 before the breakup.
Excitement, because it was just hip hop. You know, we was from Long Island, the suburbs. So everybody who was making a lot of noise came from the 5 boroughs. But then when Rakim got on, you know, then Public Enemy, then De La Soul, then, you know, all of these groups was close. So we was like, yo, I guess we're next.
Oh, EPEEM, yeah, it was. I don't know who did that.
I think Bismarck. Bismarcky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the label did it themselves. Oh, Biz did that?
Yeah,
Oh,
Biz
okay.
in the label, something, because Coach Chillin was like right upstairs. So before you know it, we had a logo. Oh, man. As I'm making and taking, MC shaking and flaking, preheat my oven to 300 degrees and start baking. MCs like potatoes, beats kicking like Kato. Nah, it's not in that verse. But it's in the Get the Bozak verse.
Oh, I was overseas. Me and Pat was in some club, after party club, and I heard it, and I asked the DJ what it was, and it was Guy. And I came home and told my boy, like, some record I heard in the club. He's like, oh, that's my man Aaron. He go to my church. But to me, I think grew me because Teddy Riley was, you know, kind of my mentor when I heard him, because he was doing funk like we was doing. The music was funky. Not that it was important. We was already, EPMD was out, but somebody that was doing something like we was doing was kind of interesting to me. It wasn't nothing like I said for that's my interviews. Yeah, it wasn't EPMD. It was something that I liked Teddy.
You know.
Yeah.
But at a time where EPMD was rocking, Teddy and them was running parallel to
Right.
us, you
We
know,
did some shows
being
with them,
super,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
us Bismarck. So sometimes,
Yeah.
you know, our paths would cross.
Yeah, that's one of me. That's one of my mentors.
You know, it's just Teddy was more experienced with the keyboards and like the musical aspect. Like, you know, we was sampling. He was in there like, oh.
Parrish had the records. He was a DJ,
Yeah.
and his father had some records.
Or we would like borrow some records for Lonnie. We had this guy who lived like 2
Wow,
houses from my
Lonnie,
mother.
wow.
He played with Hendrix, and he had like a clean collection that you had to sign the records out. You know, you charge you a couple of dollars, but then you sign them out. You could sit there and listen to all of them, then take them and sample them. But then you have to bring them back in a condition or problems.
Special K and Tay Ted was the one that showed EPMD how to make a chorus. They changed our lives. Because It's My Thing was the beat running. And when the chorus comes in, it was still the same beat as the vocals. So the label brought them in to try to make it a record, to enhance it. And they put the drum roll, to make it a chorus, to indent that the chorus is getting ready to come in. And after that, boom, EPMD was off for the runnings off of that. They changed.
We couldn't find a clean copy too.
That's one thing too.
That was the whole thing. It was like
clean
our
copy,
version was like so dirty.
Yeah, my
crazy.
bad. Along with them having the clean copy, they showed us how to make a chorus. They changed our lives on how to make a chorus. Because after that, we ran.
I always give Ted love, but I got to really talk to Ted now.
We ran. I really brought it up the other day, like, dang, man, the end in the chorus. Yep. So now when we did You a Customer, we knew to put the get that time keeps up. We knew what to do to make the chorus a chorus. So when the verse comes back on, we knew that was the rap part and that was the chorus part. We didn't have that before.